subscribe, this is where you wanna be, cause you know we gon' talk about it. Talk about it. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey everybody, good evening, good evening. How are you guys doing? Hope everybody is doing good. Let me know if you can hear me. Thumbs up in the chat if you can hear me. How are you guys doing tonight? I know y'all like more. I done seen you 3 times today. I know. OMG. Work, 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 work. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Okay, I see some thumbs up. Okay, well, good Lord. Good Lord. I go to the nail shop and what happens? What happens? Oh, Justin Dean, Lord Jesus. What happened? I go to the nail shop and what happens? How's everybody doing? Everybody doing okay? Big shout out to my members. Hey guys, thank you so much for your support. Thanks to my subscribers for your support as well. Listen, let's just get right into it. I have 3 videos, one that he did today and 2 that was sent to me that I must admit I have not had time to evaluate these videos, so it will be a blind reaction, okay? But first, I'm going to break down his video from earlier and then, well, maybe should I, Okay, let's not. Let's listen to what y'all probably already heard, but let me listen to the other videos that I received.
I had permission to.
Let me listen to these videos that I received. Let me see how long they are. I have not heard these videos in its entirety. So I started listening to them, but let's listen to these right quick. And then let's listen to what Justin had to say, because apparently either Justin lied, Crystal lied, they both lied, somebody lied, the mama lied, the daddy lied, somebody lied, okay? Because we all heard Justin say today that Crystal is his mama friend, okay? But let's listen to Crystal right quick because I need to hear everything that Crystal says. And I don't even know if Crystal actually admits that she knew Justin through his mother, okay? I don't even know that. I don't know if she's gonna say that or not, okay? So let's listen. She said he filed a document today. Well, I looked and he is lying. Now, I'm gonna tell you the document that was filed today. Let me take it back. I said I looked and he's lying. I looked and the document that was filed today was proof of service. It was proof of service. It meant that he had to file with the courts that he served her with the restraining order. It was proof of service. Let me look it up and show you guys. That's the only thing I saw. So if he filed documents today, whatever documents he say he filed, it was proof of service. But let's just take a look. Let's take a look. Just in case something else came in. Okay, let me open it up. Hold on. I'm looking. It's doing the round and round thing. Why did it just boot me out? Hold on, I gotta get back in there now. Okay, so I see what he filed. He has a witness list and a declaration. Right here, a witness list and a declaration. Let me see if I can pull that up for you right quick. The witness list so the proof of service is what I seen earlier. And so at 2:07, he submitted a witness list and declaration. So I guess the witness list must be those bloggers or the people that's in that WhatsApp group. So he has some type of witness list and a declaration. Let me see if I can get to the declaration. And then the proof of service. Let me see if I can get to the declaration. Yep, people from social media. He got people from social media to be his witness. Unless it's the nanny. Oh, you know what? He did say he was going to get that girl from Brazil to testify, saying that Nancy paid her. That's what he said in one of his lives. But let me see. Make sure you guys thumb up this video. Let me see if I can get this. Let me see if I can get this document right quick. Hold on. I want y'all to see me putting my money thing in there. Hold on one second. Hold on. Cora need to get her witness list together. How many people be willing to go to court for a witness for Cora? Raise your hand if you would be willing to go for a witness for Cora. Witness of harassment against him, including today's live. Who would be a witness for Cora? Raise your hand if you will be a witness for Cora. I'm still trying to get into this. I gotta put the case number in here. Case number. All right, it's not letting me pull that up. Hold on. Am I spelling her name wrong? Oh, it always does this. It's making me pay. Oh. All right, for some reason, it's not letting me pull who the witness list is. Maybe it might be available tomorrow. Have anybody else been able to pull the witness list? Because I'm not able to pull the witness list on my side. I just see that there's a witness list, but it doesn't look like, it's not highlighting, so it's not letting me get it. It may let me get it tomorrow. It's not highlighting. So I can't pull it. Hold on, let me see. No, I'm not going through that way. She said maybe it's sealed. The witnesses will be held accountable for their lives. All right, anyway, let's listen to, but anyway, that's what it is, you guys. He filed a witness list and some type of declaration. And I'll look, I'll keep looking to see if I can get in this, see if it highlights. You see how these are highlighted right here? They allow me to click on them, but this one right here, maybe it's just not there yet, or maybe it's sealed, I'm not sure. But the moment it highlights, I will be able to look at it, okay? Because apparently this happened at 2:07, which I saw this one and I saw this one, but I did not see these two, okay? So anyway, let's get out of here right now. They'll give me an update when that comes. But let's listen.
I would not send anybody a picture without asking anybody.
All right, hold on.
Justin was aware. I had permission to send the pictures. I would not send anybody a picture without asking anybody. Justin knew Deronda also got pictures because Deronda was a big supporter of him also. And I asked him before sending them, and he's like, yes, that's fine if he shares stuff with her. He knew her because obviously she was sending him lots of gifts, okay?
Welcome to King Esther, the Times Square Billboard Explorer.
Tell my story once and for all, and let's all know, I owe no one an explanation. I see there's some fake pages in here. Have at it. Bring all your fake pages. I don't care. And don't come for me, okay? I've already talked to the police this morning. They're aware of this situation, how people are coming for me. I'm documenting all the harassment that I'm getting because y'all don't have a right to harass me. I'm sure this won't get reported because I'm sure everybody wants to hear this story. Man, you guys should all be lining up to send stars for this story. I should have charged for this story. So Justin and I happened to have a conversation on Facebook before I
don't know who Dorinda is. I don't know who any of these people is. I'm literally just listening to try to find out how she got to know Justin, because she said, maybe I should let you guys listen to this one first, because Justin actually said he knows Crystal through his mom. So let's listen to this one first, okay? This is Justin's rant. And then we'll go back and listen to Crystal's, because it's going to kind of sound weird because some of you guys probably already heard it. But let's listen to Justin lie about how he knows Crystal and how he was in the other room while she was torturing and terrorizing his daughter, and how, he gave her permission to do it because she was told to record their tantrums. Okay, so apparently the baby covering up her vajayjay was considered a tantrum. Okay, she wasn't allowed to cover up her vajayjay and then allowed to cover up her eyes, because that was the only thing she was doing, is trying to cover up her vajayjay and cover up her eyes. Okay, a shirt was pulled over her head. Her own shirt was pulled over her head. Her body was unclothed, and pictures were being taken, video pictures, whatever. And the baby was trying to cover up her vajayjay and saying, no eyes, no eyes. And Crystal moved her hand from her vajayjay area from it being covered up. And then she tried to cover up her eyes, and Crystal moved her hands from her eyes. So I don't know if that's the new tantrum. I haven't had kids in a very, very long time. So I don't know if that's considered the new tantrum. But from Justin Dean, that made, in his words, that's considered the new tantrum. Okay. And he said that he was in the next room. Okay, so he knew about this. Okay, let's listen to what Justin had to say about this woman that he allowed in his home, that he said he was home when she violated his daughter, when she took those videos and photos of his daughter, okay, while she was crying and trying to cover herself up. Justin said he was there. He was there. He wasn't out drinking like Crystal allegedly said, right? He was there, is what he said. He was there. He knew about it. He was okay with it until it got into Cora's hands. Okay, let's take a listen.
Got the itch to shave again, so we're gonna do that. Okay. Use this guy's shaving cream. Cleanser. How's everyone doing? So, I am sick and tired of these crazy women trying to manipulate the public into convincing that I am some kind of horrible person, horrible father. I mean, this is just ridiculous. I'm going to address this one time, and then I'm probably going to disappear from social media again for a while, because I am focused on other things. And yes, I'm using a pink razor. It's on other things. Facebook doesn't pay like it used to, and I need to focus on my practice. So anyways, there is a rumor circulating around that there are nude photos of my girls, inappropriate stuff. They're twisting and manipulating.
But he said the nude photos early along in his videos way back. He said the nude photos of his daughter were Photoshopped. You remember that, you guys? He said it was Photoshopped. He said they wasn't real. It was untrue. He never thought it was going to get out and everybody in the whole world was going to see it. He said the pictures, the photos, all of that was Photoshopped, that it was not true, that people were lying, that there was no such thing, that his nanny is what he called her. His nanny didn't do such a thing. Remember that, okay?
Manipulating all of this into trying to think that I'm a bad day. I'm a bad father, blah, 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 blah. These crazy, manipulative, lying sacks of shit. So first off, let's just give a little timeline here. This stuff was posted to the internet on Father's Day, okay? Nancy is like, call the police, call the police. They're like trying to instigate something that happened. All right, so this stuff is posted on the internet on Father's Day, yeah? Okay, when did this incident occur? Back in September of last year. This particular person was a friend of my mother's, and I offered to help the kids, like, while she was in town, offered to watch the kids while I got some work done. I was with her the entire time in the other room.
He's saying he was with her the entire time in another room, okay? Let's keep listening because that's not what I heard before, okay? I don't think a parent would be in another room while their kid is screaming at the top of their voice, okay? June was screaming at the top of her lungs in one of those videos, screaming, and he didn't come to her aid. I just don't think any parent would hear their child screaming at the top of their lungs and do nothing.
And I instructed her to film any tantrums because
He said he instructed a woman to film any tantrums of his kids. But why can't he film the tantrums? He's there at the home. Why wouldn't he film tantrums? A baby covering their vajayjay. Oh, is that the new tantrum? Is that what we call them, the tantrum to these days? Because I didn't know a baby not wanting a photo or video of her private area taken. I didn't know that was a tantrum. Is that the new tantrum?
Being constantly accused and made allegations of everything that you can think of under the sun. So this person was at my house last July, nearly a year ago. And of course, what does my ex do? She reports it to Child Services, and Child Services come over to my house. I told them exactly what I'm telling you, and nothing was done about it. Then the crazy cult reported it to the FBI. And I talked to the FBI, and they just called me to let me know that this report of child pornography was made, and I was like, well, what is it? And they're like,
why would he have to ask what is it when he told her to take all videos or pictures of tantrums? Why would he have to ask the FBI what is it, right? If he knew what it was, because he was in the next room. I'm sure she showed him to him since he ordered her to do so, right?
They told me that there was nothing that constituted child pornography. Now, let me be very clear. I'm obviously very upset that somebody came in my house and shared it with somebody else, and then they shared it to Cora, my ex, and as a result of that, I can't trust this person to be in my home anymore.
Now y'all hear him saying he can't trust Crystal to be in his home anymore. I wonder, does Crystal know that Justin doesn't trust her anymore? I wondered how Crystal feel, and will she come out and be willing to tell all now that she knows that Justin said he don't trust her to be in his home anymore, huh? Who's gonna go run tell Crystal that? Crystal, you can't go to Justin's house no more because he don't trust your ass, okay? Crystal, do you hear that? Justin said he don't trust your ass in his home or around his children no more. How do you like those apples, Crystal? Huh? Justin doesn't trust you. Huh?
Mom's friend or not. I don't blame her, because from what I understand, she sent it to one of her friends, and then one of her friends sent it to my ex. So here's my question. Why?
He's saying he don't blame Crystal because it was okay for her to send it to one of her friends, but he's upset because the friend sent it to Cora. Do you understand that? It's okay that you send out videos and photos and videos, photos, whatever, live. I heard it was live videos. They was on FaceTime or whatever the case may be. It's okay to you to do that to your friends, but the fact that it got back to the ex, oh, now he don't trust you no more, Crystal. Crystal, he just threw your ass under the bus and ran over you. How you feel about that, Crystal? Crystal, did you really think that you was exempt? Of course he was going to do that to you. Of course he's going to let you go down by your damn self, Crystal. Crystal.
And they told me that there was nothing that constituted child pornography. Now let me be very clear. I'm obviously very upset that somebody came into my house and shared it with somebody else, and then they shared it to Cora, my ex, and as a result of that, I can't trust this person to be in my home anymore, regardless if she's my mom's friend or not. I don't blame.
The reason why he's saying she's the mom's friend is because he's going to use that in court. He's going to try to justify, because Cora is accusing a strange woman, a fan that he met online, of harassing her for years, and Justin is going to lie and tell the courts that's his mother's friend. That's his mother's friend. That's what he's going to try to say Crystal was, because he's going to try to get out of saying that this woman has been harassing Cora, a strange woman online been harassing Cora, and he invited her into his home. But this is a man that saying he tells zero lies. I hope Crystal and all those that support Crystal hears this man lying and making shit up right here. But you know what? Him and Crystal may have already gotten together and came up with this damn lie. You understand what I'm saying? Crystal probably already agreed. Oh yeah, okay, tell him I'm your mama's friend. Tell him I'm your mama's friend. Don't tell him I'm some stranger that you met on the internet that harassed the dog shit out of your wife.
Her, because from what I understand, she sent it to one of her friends, and then one of her friends sent it to my ex. So here's my question. Why are they making such a big deal about this on something that occurred a year ago and has already been evaluated by 2 government agencies? Why? Because I have a restraining hearing coming up, and they wanted to try to ruin my Father's Day. These manipulative clowns.
He's saying they're making a big deal about it because he has a restraining deal coming up. But Cora filed a restraining order against Crystal before he filed a restraining order against her. So they're making a big deal about it because, first of all, somebody dropped the video into Cora's live. This man cares nothing about his kids the way he's reacting toward this woman that he met online coming to his house and doing what she did. You know what I mean? And furthermore, now let me save that one. I'm going to save that one for right now. I'll tell you in a minute.
Here's my question. Why are they making such a big deal about this on something that occurred a year ago?
He's saying why they're making a big deal about something that occurred a year
and has
ago.
already been.
But all the things that he's trying to accuse Cora of happened in 2023, 2021, 2022, you know what I'm saying? All the things that he's trying to accuse her of is old as hell too, but that's not stopping him from asking for a restraining order.
Evaluated and by 2 government agencies. Why? Because I have a restraining hearing coming up, and they wanted to try to ruin my Father's Day. These manipulative clowns. So Biddy family, they're just a bunch of scammers. Scammers and manipulators. And Nancy says I have an elementary education. I have a doctorate, which is a much higher degree than you as a nurse. So get your shit straight. And while you're at it, try to keep your husband from sleeping with other people.
And he takes a shot at Nancy's husband. But you remember when this man came out and said he had proof, right? He had proof that Nancy's husband tried to sleep with Cora and that he was going to show it. Has anybody seen it yet? Has anybody seen the proof? Has he showed it to anybody? Has anybody seen the proof? Oh, I didn't think so.
Anyways, so my ex has known about this video for a year now. And she's just now, after a year, trying to make a big deal about it. Why is she doing that? Because she's trying to cover up from the fact that under her.
Because she told him to take care of it and he lied and said that he would. He said that he would take care of it and he did nothing.
Here on live video, my daughter's crotch for full frontal nudity was filmed on 5 separate occasions.
Lies. The photos that he's saying that his daughter crotch was on full, her full frontal was shown. She was running. Y'all seen the damn thing. What we saw on the video with Athena was full frontal, baby. That was full frontal. What we saw on the receipts that he caught himself uploading to the courts, it was like the baby was running behind Cora. That wasn't no full frontal. We saw lips, and I hate to say this because I know it sounds disgusting, but we saw lips and everything on that small baby. And I know that sounds gross, me even saying that. But when he said that his daughter, the JJ, was shown, oh, baby, trust and believe. On the videos that Crystal took of the baby, I don't understand for the life of me, why would anybody want to record that of a baby? Why that of a baby? Oh.
Which is exactly why I filed with the courts to take my kids offline, to protect them from this kind of dumb stuff. And I'm so sick and tired of these crazy family trying to use the kids as a means to destroy my reputation and my mental health, and ultimately trying to destroy my relationship with my daughters.
What he doesn't understand is he's in charge of his own mental health. No one can destroy his mental health but himself. He's in charge of his own mental health, period.
I just will not let happen. I have been actively trying to be peaceful with these lunatics for a long time, and truly the only thing they care about is what people think about them on the internet. So Nancy, just keep running your mouth, because there is case law here in California where children can be removed from the biological parent due to the family member's actions. So once again, you are proving that you're only in this for money. You're not supporting your sister. You're actually hurting her, because every single word that you've said in the last week, I drove to the courthouse this morning and submitted it as evidence.
And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whatsoever. She cannot lose her child based on something that her sister said, period. Okay? Not at all. Just like his brother's been to jail, his daddy been to jail. Do you think that he can lose custody because of his deadbeat ass family? Huh? Do you think the judge is gonna not let him see his kids because he got a deadbeat ass family that they done been in and out of jail and probably done some of other stuff that we don't know nothing about? No. So he's lying to you guys, okay? Now, if a family member was living with you and you're doing illegal shit, then yeah, you can lose your child if that family member is living with you and putting that child in danger. Yes, of course. But Nancy talking and telling what she witnessed and what she know about this man, Cora cannot lose her child based off of that whatsoever.
And when I get into the hearing, I will present the case law that relates to your behavior and how it is detrimental to the children's mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical well-being. So keep running your mouth, nurse. Not that
That's a threat too, but we'll get into that in a minute.
I look down on the nursing profession, but if you're going to talk crap about a doctor with a higher education than you, at least make it make sense. So I'm so sick of this stuff. You know, I have no choice but to defend myself publicly and tell the truth. Otherwise, you guys are just going to believe what these manipulative clowns that only give a shit about social media and will use kids as weapons in their arsenal to gain public favor. I will also mention that I have had a stellar crew of nannies, and I've never once left the city while a nanny watches my kids, which is something that she's done on several.
Because he can't afford to. He can't afford a nanny for him to leave the country. He can't afford it. He can't afford it at all.
She gets the kids on Sunday. She leaves on Monday and leaves the kids with a stranger that doesn't speak English. And then refuses to give me the kids. Well,
if it's her time to keep the kids, why would she give him the kids? Why would she give him the kids if it's her time? What the hell?
She's out of town, which is technically illegal because there is a law called right to first refusal. So these diabolical sisters can't keep their freaking stories straight. They don't know how to lie. Not that I suggest anyone does lie, but damn. So I've got them in a frazzle where they need to let's come up with the next lie. Let's say he poisoned you with THC that led you to a psych ward. Oh, that sounds like a good one. We're in the boardroom of how to destroy a man's life that is absolutely just trying to raise his kids in peace.
In peace. You don't know nothing.
Absolutely just trying to do what's best for them, protect them. And because I want to be a part of my kids' lives, and I have to sometimes protect them from the bad behavior that is on social media, and the tactics that go into making money on social media, I am somehow public enemy number one. I am a father. I am a father protecting his kids and nothing else. So, keep talking, Nancy. Keep talking. Because you are absolutely destroying your sister in a courtroom.
This man thinks that he can scare Nancy and her sister to be silent while he run his freaking loud, disgusting mouth. What I don't like about this man is that the audacity of him to sit here and act like, oh my God, this man sit here and act like he has the privilege and they don't. People don't even see what this man is doing. Oh, he can come out here and call them all type of filthy names and say degrading things about them, but they supposed to be quiet while he run his freaking flap? Are you freaking kidding me right now? Who the hell does this man think he is? This pisses me off. Ugh.
There's this little thing called case laws, and there are many case laws of protecting kids from family members exactly like you, resulting in the biological parent losing custody of their kids because of the actions of.
He think coming to social media to say this, like why is he even on social media saying this? Why is he on social media saying this? He's trying to intimidate Cora. He's trying to threaten Cora. He's sending vile threats to Cora, trying to say she's going to lose her children if she keeps talking, if her sister keeps talking while he's talking. Does that even make sense? I hope and I pray that Cora lawyer is listening to this disgusting, I was about to call him a name.
Family member. So, keep going. I have no desire to be a single father doing this by myself. But
he sits here and say he has no desire to be a single father after he had already filed paperwork to be a soul. Jesus mercy, Lord. This fucking narcissist making my ass itch. He's already filed for sole custody, legal and physical, but now he has no desire. He never had any desire to be a single parent. He was going to try to find some freaking woman off the street to help him. He thought Summer was going to be it, but Summer said get somebody else to do it, okay? So he's looking for another woman right now to come in and take care of those girls because his sick ass thinks he's going to get full custody, but he's not, okay? Now he has no desire because he can't. He got some strange woman that drugged his wife from the internet. He invited her into his home to watch his kids, and he says, I ordered her. You guys heard that. I ordered her to record tantrums. You ordered a strange woman to record your daughter throwing tantrums? What type of great-ass father is that? To order someone else to take photos of your daughter throwing tantrums. And tantrums is hiding her for JJ. Hiding her for JJ is a tantrum? Oh, let me take a picture. You're a JJ. Oh, no, move your hand. I want to see it. Huh? Who does that? Who freaking does that? And he doesn't think anything wrong with it. He lied at first and said that it was photoshopped. Now, all of a sudden, I really don't like it. And that's why I don't trust her back in my home. She was only supposed to show a few people. It was never supposed to get back to my ex-wife. How could you let it get back to my ex-wife? Huh? You letting it get back to my ex-wife is the reason why I don't trust you no more. You were supposed to keep this on the low. Wasn't nobody else supposed to see you torturing my daughter, but just a few people. But now you done let it out. So now I don't trust you no more. Make that make sense. I wonder how Crystal feels hearing this. I wonder how she feels hearing that now he doesn't trust her around his children or in his home because he wasn't supposed to let it get out back to the wife. Ex-wife. Ooh, Cora. Ooh, geez, I know Cora like hell to the no. The ex-wife. The kid's mother. Okay?
When's this shit gonna end? Obviously, I am the brand because they cannot keep their views up without me. If they don't talk about me, they don't get the views. If they talk about me, they get the views. I suggest getting a job, starting a legitimate business, and not one based on breaking the law. Maybe I should have left the goatee. It doesn't look so bad.
Anybody go out with him is dummy. A complete freaking dummy. I shouldn't say that. I take that back. I said anybody to go out with him is a dummy. I take that back because they may not know him, but they will get to know him because he's gonna show them exactly what he showed Cora, exactly what he showed. I think her name is Sarah. Exactly what he shows Summer and anybody else he's dated in his 35 years of living. Period.
For those of you just tuning in, I'd like to remind you that these said images, which I'm not happy about whatsoever, these said images were sent to Child Services nearly a year ago. And nothing was done. So they're trying to dramatize the situation to try to distract from their terrible, terrible behavior. Every time I expose their lies, they're gonna come up with more lies, because that is all they know how to do. It's like I'm this family needs me to pay their bills. Eventually, very soon, this shit is gonna be over.
All that stuff is manipulation type stuff. Don't pay no attention to that. And I hope they don't pay no attention to that either. That's what people say. They always, oh, I'm the clout. You need me. If you don't say my name, you don't make money. You can't pay your bills. That's all bullshit. Don't even listen to that shit like that.
And I can go back to teaching people how to fix their headache, sciatica, and anything else that I deem I want to talk about. But for now, I'm avoiding social media for a bit because it is a toxic place, and I'm trying to focus on my kids and ending this madness.
Lies.
I said I wouldn't talk anymore, but of course,
he can't help but to talk. This man said, I said I wasn't going to talk anymore. He can't help but to talk. He's going to keep talking. He wants to talk while they be quiet. That's what he wants. He thinks that it's okay for him to come out and say whatever he wants and for them to be quiet, period. That's what he's looking for. That's what he wants.
Manipulative sisters who don't give two shits about anything other than trying to win public opinion.
Projection.
Especially Nancy. How is my divorce? How is any of this your business?
He was going to say, how is my divorce any of your business? Because in his mind, he's still married to Cora. In his mind, he still thinks he's with Cora, and he's not. He was literally getting ready to say, how does my divorce have anything to do with you? They already divorced, and he's still harassing Cora. But he wants Nancy to back off so he can harass Cora in peace. That's what he wants. He still wants control over Cora, and he doesn't have it. He lost it, but he thinks if Nancy just run away and stop talking, then he'll be able to just take jabs at Cora whenever he wants to. I hope Nancy never goes away. I don't think she will.
You think courts are gonna allow you to be around my kids after all this shit? Not a chance in hell.
Not a chance in hell. You hear that? You think court's gonna allow you around my kids after all of this shit? Not a chance in hell. Oh, she'll be around her nieces and you're gonna hate it. You're gonna be mad, but she'll be around her nieces. She will be around her nieces. Unless he gonna do something crazy to his nieces. Psycho.
It's called parental alienation. California is real big.
He said it's called parental alienation. What's called parental alienation? Huh? I thought parental alienation is when the other parent tries to keep you. Wait a minute. Let me look this shit up. I thought parental alienation means that one parent tries to keep you away from the other parent. I didn't know it was the damn sister-in-law. Parental alienation. Parental alienation is a strategy whereby one parent intentionally displays to the child unjustified negativity aimed at the other parent. So how is it parental alienation when Nancy is not the damn parent? Huh? Dumbass. He's a dumbass.
On that. So I'm done with I'm done with these crazy, crazy women.
No, you're not.
Called the Obidi sisters.
No, you're not, Dylan.
That literally
They
don't
got
have
you
a
out.
life, don't have an ability to make income, don't have an ability to.
Now he's trying to say they don't have the ability to make income, but yet in the paperwork, he's crying about they're stopping his ability to make income. Which one is it? Now he's saying they don't have no ability to make income, but he's crying to the judge about his loss of ability to make income. Make that make sense.
Do anything other than just let's try to destroy and harass Dr. Dean. So what lies can we come up with next? Oh yes, let's say he sexually molests his patients. Yeah, that'll get him. That'll get him. Let's say that he's selling nude images of his daughters. Yeah.
He admitted, and there's video, and I hope they take this to court. He admitted on tape recording with a blogger to doing inappropriate sexual activities online. He admitted it, and I have played it in several of my videos, and I'm sure you guys got it, and I hope that Nancy and Cora takes this to court. He admitted to doing inappropriate things online with patients. He admitted it himself. He admitted it. Oh.
That'll get him. This is the kind of shit that pretty much disqualifies you with the ability to parent. I never ever speak badly about my children's mother in front of my kids.
Lies.
Most of the time, I don't even want to talk about it because it's so overwhelming.
If you believe that, then lies. Lies, 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 lies.
And I have actually disassociated from the situation because it's so much all the time. But I realized I was losing myself because I was just being quiet and letting these people control my life. Now, I won't let these people control my life any longer. And this is how much they affect me now. I'm shaving while I'm talking about this because I really am over it.
No, you're not.
Using kids as weapons should be a crime punishable by a prison sentence.
And your ass need to be in prison.
So I repeat, this particular incident, which I'm not happy about, occurred a year ago. So riddle me this. Why did all this stuff come to light on Father's Day? What are the statistical odds of that occurring?
Because one of your sick followers put it in the chat. That's why.
It's not. And they're telling people to call the police. They've already called the police. They've called the FBI. They've called Child Services, all of which were not concerned. I mean, obviously it's not ideal. They certainly shouldn't be on the internet. I'm not happy about it, is it?
It's not a big deal to him. He doesn't even care. That tells you right there how much he cares about Athena. Athena's eyes was so puffy, you guys. I'm talking about big puffy, looked like marshmallows. And you mean to tell me this man don't even care that his daughter was crying her eyes out and saying no eyes, no eyes. She didn't want her for JJ being seen. And he act like that's not a big deal? What? What type of father think that's not a big deal?
Let's be real. None of this stuff would have occurred if for 2.5 years my ex wasn't creating a situation on social media of a war where this man does this to me, this man does this to me.
This man literally just said none of this would have happened if his ex-wife would have done this, that, and the third over a 2-year span when this old bullshit ass manipulating, abusive freaking narcissist brought this shit to online. Smeared her until she talked. Oh, how I pray. We just need to get on our knees and pray that the lawyer reads and go back and look at all these videos. Oh my God.
This, provoking all of your guys' emotional trauma from other men potentially hurting you. And
so it sounds like, of course, we've said this before, Cora was just supposed to be quiet and just let him drag her all over the internet, and she wasn't supposed to come back and say shit. Her coming back talking and telling her side of the story was just wrong. It was just wrong. She was supposed to be quiet and let this man drag her along with his thick ass followers. Just drag her and wasn't supposed to say a damn thing. Really?
Mobilizes you into an army to try to destroy, humiliate, and bankrupt a father that just wants to be part of their children's lives. It's insane.
I guarantee you he lose supporters, you guys. Because let me tell you something. I know this man is going to lose supporters. He may not lose the ones that's just really airheads, you know what I'm saying, that don't know American law and don't understand how things go. But let me tell you this. I guarantee you this man will lose American followers. He will lose his American support. There's no way an American can listen to him and listen to all the things that he's saying, even throwing Crystal under the bus and all this other bullshit, and still support him. I guarantee you this man will lose American support. He will lose the American support. Now, I can't say much about the Nigerian girls because I think at this point, they know he a liar and they don't care. They gonna say whatever they want to say. But I do not believe that he will continue to have American support. I just do not believe it. I do not believe it because they know he's lying. I don't care how much they hate Cora. They know this man is lying. They know it. And I believe that he will lose American support.
Look like the Craigslist killer? What do they look like?
At this point, this is no longer about Justin and Cora. At this point, it's about, would you allow this lying, manipulating man to father children? Would you allow this lying, manipulating man to take kids away from a mother and be the primary source, primary parent, primary provider, primary teacher, primary guardian? Would you really trust this lying man to be over innocent children? Innocent children. Those children are innocent, you guys. Innocent. Would you really let this lying man be over the children? Because let's take Justin and Cora, their fight out of it. Okay? Let's take them out. Take them out. Forget Cora, forget Justin. Would you let this man be over those children to manipulate them, to gaslight them, to turn them against their mother? Why would you? When you know he's lying. Even though we may not like Crystal, I don't know Crystal to like her or not like her, to be honest with you. I don't know Crystal. Okay? So let me just clear that up right now. I don't know Crystal. I can't like Crystal or not like her, right? I've never even really listened besides what I saw yesterday, her do on that tape, I didn't like what she did on that tape, right? But I don't know what Justin told her to do, right? But to hear him throw her under the bus today, he threw Crystal under the bus and said he was in the room with her, right? And told her to record tantrums of the children. But then he said, she's not welcome in my home anymore because she wasn't supposed to get it back to my ex-wife, the mother of my children. It was never supposed to get back to Cora. So because you let it get back to Cora, Crystal, he doesn't want you at his home anymore. You're not welcome. Which means him saying you're not welcome right here, that means the judge is going to definitely tell you to stay the hell away, because now not only does the mother don't want you nowhere around, the dad doesn't want you around either. Both parents don't want you around, so why are you even fighting it at this point, Crystal? Why even go to court? They don't want you around their children. Cora don't want you around, and now you have the father saying you are not allowed around his home. You can no longer come to his home. He don't trust you. That's what he said. He does not trust you. But I don't know why he don't trust you when he was just in the other room and he saw the videos that you were taking, because he ordered you to take the videos. He was in the other room. That's what he said, Crystal. He was in the other room, but you must have did something sneaky and conniving that he didn't know about, because now he said he doesn't trust you. Crystal, how do you answer to that? He doesn't trust you. Now you got the mama and the daddy saying you ain't welcome. Why even go to court and fight? You need to call the court right now and say you accept the restraining order, because not one parent wants you around there. What is Justin gonna do? Go to court to your defense? Hell no. He just told you he don't trust you. He doesn't trust you. You know, and I'm not gonna do this to Athena, but I wish I could show you guys that video. But it was horrible. I guarantee you, everybody that saw that video and to think that this man is trying to downplay it will be pissed at him. I don't know what Crystal was thinking when she took it. Just imagine for a second, you guys, a little small child. You take their shirts and you pull it up like you're getting ready to take their shirt off, but you leave it on their head like a bandana or something, right? Athena's shirt was pulled over her head, right? And you know how sometimes babies can have kind of big heads and the opening of the shirt is kind of small. So it was kind of tight around her cranium, right? The shirt was tight. Athena at one point tried to take the shirt off of her head and she could not. She couldn't take the shirt off of her head. Her chest was bare and everything else was bare. Everything completely unclothed, okay? Athena's eyes were so puffy, you could tell that she was crying. It was either she had allergies or she was crying, one or the other. But you know how a baby, when they cry so much, their face swell up? That's how Athena's face looked, right? Athena, I don't know how, but at only 1 year old, she knew. I don't know how she knew, because how a 1 year old know to cover up? I don't know. But Athena covered her vajayjay. And Crystal removed her hand. And Athena snatched her hand back and said, no eyes. No eyes. And then she took her, because out of shame, I'm assuming, she took her own hands and put them over her eyes. And Crystal took her hand away from her eyes. Why would she remove her hands from her vajayjay area and then from her eyes? She wanted Crystal wanted Athena's whole face to be shown. Why? I don't know. She wanted her for JJ to be shown. Why? I don't know. I don't know. But she took a video of this. And all along talking to her like, come on, girl, stop it now. Open your eyes. Come on. Stop now. Stop it now. Acting like she was kind of playing with her or whatever. The baby said, no eyes. No eyes. Now, whoever told her to say that, kudos to you. Kudos to you, right? But for Justin to say that I ordered her to record tantrums. I ordered her to record tantrums. That's what Justin said in this video right here. I was in the other room doing some work, and I ordered her to record tantrums. Now, we're going to hear what Crystal say in a minute, but I know I've heard Crystal say he went out drinking, his house was dirty, his refrigerator was dirty with old molded food in it. I've heard Crystal say things like that. Or maybe I may not have heard her say it. Let me take that back. I heard other people say she said it, but I have not heard her actually say it myself, right? I'm talking about the baby. I'm not even talking about Junie. I'm talking about this happened to the baby. The baby. The baby. The baby. The little one. It happened to the little one. She said, no eyes. No eyes. Her face, she looked so hurt and so helpless. She don't know this lady from a can of paint. This lady is in her home doing these things to her, and this baby didn't know what to do. This baby didn't know what to do. And Justin downplayed it like it ain't nothing, but yet he want to take the mother of his children to court over June's panties, her showing underwear. He zoomed in on Junie's crouch with her legs open and say, oh, the mother of the kids put her for JJ all over social media. But he want to discount this video that was taken in his home. And now he's even saying while he was home. So now he has something to do with it. Because before he wasn't home, he was out drinking. Now he's saying, I was in the other room when my daughter was terrorized. Because that's exactly what happened. Crystal terrorized his daughter. She terrorized that little girl. For what? I don't know. I don't know. There's no way I would treat a child like that. It's just no way. And I'll be damned if I'm going to be a mother and see that video and just downplay it like it wasn't shit. He didn't do nothing. Listen, before today, he called her his nanny. Now he's saying she's not welcome in his home because he doesn't trust her. But before, you remember? Before he said that's his nanny and none of this happened, they photoshopped the photos. That's what he said. He heard his baby screaming. June was screaming so loud on one of those videos that I have. And I was just about to pull it up, y'all. Ooh, I'm tempted, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to show the videos out of respect to the family. I'm not going to show the videos out of respect to the family. But it's disgusting. Anyway, let's continue because let's just continue. Just disgusting.
Look like the Craigslist killer? What do they look like? I haven't been on Craigslist in years. Is it still good? definitely interesting. Not having a beard. Now it's time for a haircut.
I want you guys to just listen. I'm not going to show the video. Don't worry about it, you guys. I'm not going to show the video. Please understand, I'm not going to show the video, okay? But I want you guys to just listen for a second.
Yeah, I see you. I can see you. You closing your eyes on me. Don't close your eyes on me, kid. I see you.
Right there, she covered up her vajayjay and Crystal violently snatched her arm from her vajayjay area. The baby is not playing and the baby is not smiling whatsoever. The baby's eyes is almost half closed because they're so puffy from crying, okay? The baby is not playing with her whatsoever. Can you guys hear it? Can you guys hear it? Let me know if you can hear this, please. Let me know if you can hear this. Can you hear it? Okay.
No eye. Oh.
Can you imagine? She was half crying, saying no, like as if she wanted to cry. And then when Crystal says no eyes, then all of a sudden she covered her face in shame. But she was literally covering up her vajayjay.
Man, you're silly.
So Crystal was trying to pry Athena's hands from her face. Athena has her head down and her hands. First, she had her hands over her eyes. Then she had one hand over her eyes, looking like out her fingers. And then she puts her head down and put both her hands over her eyes. You know, put her head in both of her hands, I mean.
Man, you're silly. I see you. I see your eyes. Look at you. Look at that baby.
Not one time is she saying, look at that baby. And Athena, I see you. Not one time is Athena smiling. Athena is not smiling the entire time, you guys. Not at all.
Look at that baby.
Then Athena puts her hand up against the camera as if to say no, you know, like move, move, move. She put her hand up against the camera as if to say move, like move. You know?
Yeah, I see you. I can see you. Closing your eyes on me.
Her nose is running with snot. Not a lot, but like just as you can tell her nose is running. You can tell she's definitely been crying. You can definitely tell she's been crying. Her nose is running. Her eyes are just puffy, puffy, puffy.
Closing your eyes on me. Don't close your eyes on me, kid.
And then she says, don't close your eyes on me, kid. Don't close your eyes on me, kid.
I see you.
And that's it. If you've seen the video, you've seen it. If you've seen the video, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you've seen the video, you are as outraged as everybody that has seen the video is, okay? It was not a good video, and if you are a mother, I promise you, you would be livid, okay? And the reason why you would be livid is because the baby knew what she was doing. How she know? I don't damn it know. I have no idea how a baby that young knows what's going on, but that baby knew that photos was being taken of her and video was being taken of her. How she know? I don't know. I mean, I know she knew it was being taken of her, but how did she know to cover up herself? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, let's finish listening to this turd. Somebody said, what tantrum was she throwing? None, Sharon. Sharon, none. Trust me, none. She was not throwing a tantrum. She was not throwing a tantrum. Unless the tantrum happened before the video. But why would she take a video of that? Why? Why? Ooh, Jesus. Michelin said, unfortunately, I saw the video. So you know what I'm talking about. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Those that have seen the video knows exactly what I'm talking about, you guys. They know exactly what I'm talking about.
Ooh. Yeah, looks not too bad. I like it better when it has the 5 o'clock shadow. All right, anyways, guys, I have much better things to do than to be even remotely interested in this 2.5 year now drama fest that these scammers just cannot seem to get away from. They're obsessed. They're calling me Mr. O Pity, all this stuff. They're obsessed with me. Like, they won't leave me alone. Obviously, I'm the brand in which they rely to build their brand, so I'm over it. It's time to deal with this shit in court. Absolutely over with it. Anyways, I'm out of here. I got a hot date, so I'll catch you later. It's time to actually start living life. Bye.
This man is so sick. Now let's listen to what Crystal had to say. This man is so sick. I don't know which video is first, but I got 2 videos of Crystal, but let's listen to it because we kind of behind. Okay, all right, let's listen to it.
Coming out that way. I said, if you need a hand at all, let me know. I knew there was issues with.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Justin was aware. I had permission to send the pictures. I would not send anybody a picture without asking anybody.
And why would Justin give Crystal permissions to send? Why would you give someone permission to send nude photos of your children? That makes no sense to me. What type of sense does that make? Why would you give permission to? Why would any adult want to see it? Let me ask you guys this. Amora, calm the hell down. Let me ask y'all this. Would you want to see, if you was in a group, I don't give a damn who you support at this point, right? But if you was in a group, would you want to see the photos of a child unclothed? Answer me that. Would you want to see it? What would be the purpose? For what? For what? Why would she want to share them? And why would people want to see them? What? I was given permission.
Justin was aware. I had permission to send the pictures. I would not send anybody a picture without asking anybody. Justin knew Deronda also got pictures because Deronda was a big supporter of him also. And I asked him before sending them, and he's like, yes, that's fine if you share stuff with her. He knew her because Obviously, she was sending him lots of gifts, okay?
Welcome to King Esther, the Time Squirrel Billboard Explorer.
Tell my story once and for all, and let's all know, I owe no one an explanation. I see there's some fake pages in here. Have at it. Bring all your fake pages. I don't care. And don't come for me, okay? I've already talked to the police this morning. They're aware of this situation, how people are coming for me. I'm documenting all the harassment that I'm getting, because y'all don't have a right to harass me. I'm sure this won't get reported, because I'm sure everybody wants to hear this story. Man, you guys should all be lining up to send stars for this story. I should have charged for this story. So Justin and I happened to have a conversation on Facebook before I was coming out that way. I said, if you need a hand at all, let me know. I knew there was issues with a nanny issue. What? I don't know. I don't care. It's not my business. So he's like, all right. Okay, good. So lo and behold, I get out there having fun with some friends, out to dinner. Justin needs help watching the kids. I don't mind. I offer to help him. He did not pay me. I did not ask for a dime. I did not want a dime. Couple hours, watch the kids. Y'all didn't comment. You know what y'all failed to comment is how, the kids were dressed well. The hair was done. Yeah, they had balanced meals. Had noodles, but it went with a meal. Like it was noodles with meat and a vegetable, noodles in meat and vegetables. They had balanced meals. Breakfast consisted of pancakes, sausage, and scrambled eggs. Lunch was hamburgers and French fries, hot dogs and French fries, stuff like that. And always had a fruit or a vegetable. There was peach cups, pear cups. So they always had that. And juice, apple juice, fresh squeezed orange juice, and some watermelon juice from an actual watermelon. Made the milkshake. Any messages you guys see that are nasty, screenshot and send them to me. I know I have people watching, so if you guys are watching that I know, screenshot the nasty messages and send to me, because when I stop by the police station to show them my inbox, I'm going to show them, because I'm not going to tolerate any harassment. Y'all should know that by now. So got the kids bath. All kids like to play in the tub. I took pictures. Y'all take pictures of your kids. Send them to.
If he was at home, why does he need the nanny to give them a bath, feed them, and do all of that shit if he was home, right? If he was just in the other room, why would he even need her to give the babies baths, cook for them? All this bullshit she's saying. If he was home, why would he need her to do all of that?
Justin, he was aware. That's the thing. That's what you don't understand. He was aware of, oh wow, 77 people in this live. I should collect $1 from all of you for this entertainment. He was aware of everything, because pictures were sent to him, videos were sent to him of his kids. Before I sent them to one person, Deronda Wallace, I sent them to him and got his permission.
Why would the videos be sent to him if he was right there? I don't get it, huh? Why would he be sending videos to him if he was there?
And can't help, her and I had a falling out, and she decided to be evil and send them to him. I can't control what somebody else does, but yeah. And Athena was sitting on the toilet because he wanted to potty train. So I'm like, I'll help you. I don't mind. So I helped potty train. You didn't see no private parts. She had her shirt over her head being goofy.
Yes, the hell you did. There is private parts shown.
That's why I took a picture. Y'all do it. So don't sit and act like you're all saints and you're all innocent. Y'all have taken those pictures of your kids acting goofy, and then And everybody with the negative comments, it's all going to be going somewhere. Trust and believe that. I'm not.
She said everybody take pictures of your kids being goofy, but those are not her children. And she took the camera down by her vajayjay, you guys. What?
I'm going to tolerate it, okay? I'm not going to tolerate it.
Everybody take pictures of the kids.
You guys aren't my parents. You're not nothing to me. I don't owe you anything, okay? You guys are just mad because you weren't the ones watching these kids.
What?
I helped out a friend for a couple of days. Big deal. And nobody was in the shower. Get it correct. Nobody was in the shower. They took baths. Nobody was in the shower. And it's just, you know what? It's really sad. So, word of it.
This is the same lady that asked Junie, does your mama give you baths? Does the water be hot or cold? Oh, you mean your mama bathe you in cold water? Oh, is the water cold? Do she bathe you? Do she wash you? This is the same lady, you guys.
Advice. Always be careful the company you keep or the friends that you have, because people will stab you in the back and ouch. People will stab you in the back in a heartbeat. I went out to visit a friend. We talked a couple of weeks prior to me going out. I said, if you need help, let me know. He never paid me a dime. I never asked for a dime. I wanted nothing. I helped him. I don't even know, 3, 4, I don't even care. It doesn't matter. And it's not anybody's business, you know. One day I was there all day because he worked all day. Those kids had balanced meals, 3 balanced meals that specific day. You know, everybody seems to forget that. No, Marlena, I didn't Justin knew Deronda also got pictures because Deronda was a big supporter of him also. And I asked him before sending them, and he's like, yes, that's fine if he shares stuff with her. He knew her because obviously she was sending him lots of gifts. Okay. And she decided to do this and leak, and that's fine. I don't care. I owe no one an explanation. Everybody takes bath pictures. Okay. I don't want to hear your BS.
Everybody takes baths.
They're playing, having fun, throwing water up. I took a video, took a picture. I sent them to Justin. He has them all. And he knew I sent some pictures to Deronda. You know what? I'm sorry if a certain picture attached. You know, sue me for it. Justin was aware. I had permission to send.
She said, I'm sorry a certain picture was attached. I'm sorry a certain picture was attached. Does that mean that she took unclothed photos, but only she wanted them? She didn't want the others to have them? Is that what she's saying? I'm sorry that a certain picture was attached.
The pictures. I would not send anybody a picture without asking anybody.
King Esther, the Explorer. See you in my next video.
Okay, that's that one. Now let's do this one.
To Deronda Wallace, I said, look, Justin wants to start a group. So Justin reached out to me to ask me to set up a WhatsApp group. I didn't really want to because I did not want to be in any groups. So I reached out to Deronda Wallace, and we debated this. We talked about it. We really didn't want to do it. Yep, we really didn't want to do it. Well, the two of us kind of just said, you know, let's do it for him. Because, you know, we were doing it for, she was doing stuff for him, blah, blah, blah. So we'll do it for him. I'm like, all right. I said, we'll do it. But as soon as something shady comes out, I'm out. And she agreed. She said, as soon as it gets shady, we're both out. So, you know, he was adding people. He actually added Miriam to the group. I was like, whoa. Because I already...
You know, the thing about it is he accused Cora of having 90 bloggers, paying 90 people to speak on the topic and this, that, and the other. Now, I don't know if that happened. I don't think she did that. She don't seem like that type. I'm definitely not no paid blogger by Quora, okay? I'm paid by YouTube, Google, okay? But this man is having whole groups with these blogger women. Whole groups. There's proof of it. Whole groups. Oh my goodness.
I knew she didn't like me, but whatever, you know, I didn't care. I didn't care, you know? And I don't know why she didn't like me, but she didn't like me. And like I said, I don't care who doesn't like me. I wasn't put on this earth to be friends with everybody, you know? And I'm like, whatever. And he's like, him and I talked. I said, you know, how about, you know, Baron and I don't, he's like, hey, it is what it is. This is for me. I said, that's right. It's about you. I don't even remember what it was about. So I'm like, all right, whatever. And I just said, I just don't think this is going to work. I just don't think this is going to work. I really did not. I just had mixed feelings all along about this. And if Duranda wanted to be a God-abiding person like she claims to people she is, she would come clean and tell the truth to people. And she would tell Marion the truth. Because she can back this up. Yes, she can back this up. So that's what happened. And then I was like, I'm out, you know. I was like, I'm out. You know, we asked some people to join the group. They didn't really want to join because they didn't want to be in groups. And I told him, I said, look, people don't want to be in groups. Duranda and I talked about it. I'm like, people do not want to be in groups. I don't blame them. They're afraid anymore of being in groups because what the KB group did. So it's like everybody was afraid. Trust me, I know. I didn't even want to be a part of this. I mean, Duranda knows. And like I said, if she was a God-abiding citizen like she claims.
I don't know who these people are. I have no idea whatsoever who all these names she's calling.
She would tell y'all, and she would have my back on this, and tell y'all, she knows we kicked and we did not want to be a part of this group, but we did it for Dr. Dean. We did it for him.
It sounds like she said we did it for Dr. Dean. We did it for him. So he knew about these groups, these bloggers in these groups trying to take Cora down, following her all over the place, posting her location. From what I heard, they were saying things like, oh, she's here right now. She's staying in this hotel. So he had these women basically following Cora around, finding out where all her locations, they were texting each other and raising money on the side, all type of bullshit that these women were torturing and terrorizing Cora. And then she ended up at his house to terrorize Cora's children. And he knew all about it. Apparently, he knew all about it. He knew all about it. And he's okay with it. He knew that there was women in the group harassing her, posting her location, stalking her. He knew all of this. He didn't care. He was in the group. They was raising money for him behind the scenes while he was out here publicly calling her a scammer. When he was getting money, GoFundMes or fake PayPal or whatever it was, raised for him. All along while he's calling her a scammer. All along while he's yelling, scammer, 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 scammer. He's doing all of that. And then he fell out with 2 Nigerian women. He fell out with them. He drugged them and told people, don't follow them. They got mad and put out some stuff about them, right? And then they went right back to defending them. He fell out with them, but he didn't fall out with the woman that went to his house and tortured his children. He didn't fall out with her. He covered for her, but now today he threw her under the bus. I'm sure Crystal don't like what she heard today. He doesn't trust you, Crystal, is what he said. He don't trust your ass. He don't trust you. Because what you did to his kids was despicable. It was disturbing. Something is wrong with you. He said Crystal didn't have a criminal record, you guys. Just look at this for a second. He said Crystal did not have a criminal record. Look at that. He said, they're lying. You can't believe anything my ex say. You can't believe nothing the mother of my children say. She's a liar. She's a liar. But yet you see it for yourself. Oh, it's Photoshop. That's Photoshop. The nude photos of my children is Photoshop. The nude video of my children is Photoshop. Her tormenting my 1-year-old, how old she was at the time. Oh, that's all Photoshop. It's not real, you guys. And now he's saying, oh, well, yeah, I don't like what I saw. He saw it all along. But he didn't want his supporters to know that he saw it and didn't do shit about it. He didn't want his supporters to know that. He wanted his supporters to think Cora was just delusional and lying about what was done to her child. He wanted people to drag Cora for it. And you still have some of his people saying, oh, that video wasn't taken at Justin's house. That was taken in Nigeria at Cheddar's house. But you hear Justin on video saying it was taken in his home, and not only his home, but that he was in the next room while those videos of his daughter JJ was being taken by a strange woman that he met online that absolutely cannot stand the mother of his children out of hate, envy, and jealousy. That's what's going on here, folks. That's exactly what's going on. Justin Dean downplayed the terrorizing of his toddler. But yet he want to go to court and tell the judge, she showed my 4-year-old's daughter panties online and she should be stripped of her children because she's unfit to be a mother. But yet you let some strange ass woman that has been locked up, she's not even allowed to see her own grandchild. Locked up for harassment at that. Same thing that she did to Cora. She's been locked up for harassment along with some other bullshit, right? But yet he let this woman come to his home and keep his kids while he went out and did whatever. She didn't just keep his kids though. She took pictures of his home. And she told people in her WhatsApp group that he was dirty. He was filthy. He doesn't clean up. He has rotten food in his refrigerator. His house is out of order. She said he was broke and needed money. This is what Crystal told this group, but she was supposed to be a good friend. Do you think a good friend would take a picture of your house and tell other people that you're dirty? Is that a good friend? I don't think so. What about you guys? You think that's a good friend? But now he says he doesn't trust her. Why is it today he don't trust her? But about 2 or 3 weeks ago, that was his nanny. And he was sticking beside her. He even said out of his own mouth, Crystal, I hope you sue Cora for saying the things that you're saying about her. When all along he knew the things that Cora was saying about Crystal was true. Crystal went to Justin's home and terrorized his children. You can't stand the mother. You hate the mother guts, but yet you watch her children and it's recordings of you asking the child, does your mother bathe you? Do you like it at your mother's house? Is the water cold or hot at your mother's house? Does she give you baths? Is the water cold? Why do you scream at your mother's house? Why do you cry? Why are you so loud at your mother's house is what this lady right here asked a 4-year-old. Why do you scream so loud at your mother's house? Why do you scream? She recorded it. She recorded it and then sent it out to other people because they give him gifts. For gifts. Whatever them gifts are, because they give him gifts, they were allowed to get those videos of her questioning a 4-year-old about her mother on recording while in the dad's presence. Now listen, he said he was in the next room. So do you think he heard her asking, does your mother give you baths? She doesn't bathe you? Oh, is the water too cold? Is that why you be crying? She bathed you in cold water? Why are you so loud at your mother's house? Huh? You don't like it there? Huh? Junie, pay attention, Junie. Answer the question, Junie. All while Junie is saying, I like my mom's house because it's so fun, is what she said. Because it's so fun. See, Crystal wasn't expecting to hear that. Crystal wanted those children to say something bad about the mom, and she was going to have it on recording. She was trying to bait them and groom them to say something bad about their mother. Who the hell does she think she is? Junie said, because it's so fun. It's so fun. She didn't expect Junie to say that. Oh, no. She thought Junie was going to say something bad. I don't like my mommy house. And she was going to have it on record. But he said he was right next door. I was in another room. I wondered, did he hear that? He probably didn't give a shit. He probably said, hey, nothing wrong with her asking her things about her mom. That's what a man like Justin will say, because he don't give a shit. And that tells you right there that he don't give a shit about his children. A good daddy first priority would be his children. His priority would be his children. The safety of his kids. When he saw those videos that Crystal took of the kids, he should have immediately told her, you have lost your everlasting mind. And when Cora called him and said, what are you going to do about it? He should have said, you know what? Let's go file a restraining order together. But yet he mocked Cora for filing a restraining order against this woman, which means that he was perfectly okay with the videos. He was perfectly okay with them. He was okay with these videos. It didn't bother him. It only bothered him when everybody else became outraged. When everybody else said, what the F? That's when he became concerned. That's when it bothered him, you guys, because it damn sure didn't bother him when Cora took a restraining order out. He was Team Crystal. Co-parenting in peace would have been coming together and saying, this woman is not allowed around our children again, ever. How dare she? Who the hell did you allow in your house? And he should have been saying, you know what, Cora, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I made a mistake and it'll never happen again. It'll never happen again is what he should have been telling Cora. This will never happen again. But yet he said, Crystal, I hope you sue her. Sue her. Sue her for defamation. Because she's lying on you. He sided with Crystal. But yet he says he wants to co-parent in peace. That's not co-parent in peace. When you see a woman trying to take unclothed pictures of your unclothed child for whatever the reason, he sided with her. He said, well, FBI said there's nothing wrong with it, even though you know. I'm not saying I'm happy about it. I'm not happy about it. And I don't trust her in my home anymore. But the FBI said there's nothing wrong with it. But as a parent, do you see something wrong with it, Justin? He do now. You want to know why he sees something wrong with it? Because majority of the women that see that video will see something wrong with it. It ain't too many people that's going to say, oh, there's nothing wrong with that video. Majority of the people that see that video will say, oh, no, what the hell was going on here? What the hell was this for, Crystal? I don't get it. You're going to have to explain this one. Was you trying to show us a tattoo or something? Like, what was this for? But yet he said, oh, the FBI, they didn't. Social services, the FBI, they didn't find anything wrong with it. Therefore, I don't find anything wrong with it. What an awesome, amazing dad that is. The only reason why Justin became outraged is because not only Cora supporters was outraged, but a lot of his supporters was outraged too. Except for the dumb ones that tried to blame it on Cora. Like we had something here yesterday saying, that video was taken at Cheddar's house. You know, those are the dumb ones. And I hate to say it, but those are the ones that just stuck on stupid. And you're going to always have some stuck on stupid people in the audience. You're just going to, it's inevitable. They're going to always be stuck on stupid people around. And those are the ones that said that that video was taken at Nancy's house, basically. Trying to get Justin off the hook. Not only did Justin come out here today and admit that they was taken at his home, he admitted that he ordered her to take the photos. He ordered her to take the photos to show tantrums or something.
On Father's Day, yeah.
Let's listen to
She reports it to Child Services and Child to film any tantrums.
Okay, let's go back.
To film
I don't want to go back too far.
With her the entire time in the other room, and I instructed her to film any tantrums.
He instructed her to film any tantrums.
I offered to help the kids, like, while she was in town, offered to watch the kids while I got some work done. I was with her the entire time in the other room, and I instructed her to film any tantrums because I'm being constantly accused and made allegations of everything that you can think of under the sun.
Why would you instruct a nanny to film tantrums because you've been accused of everything under the sun? Does that even make sense to you? He instructed her to film tantrums while he's in another room because he's been accused of everything under the sun. But she filmed the baby trying to cover up her naked vajayjay. And she moved the baby's hand away. And the baby yelled, "No eyes." The baby yelled, "No eyes." And put her hand over her eyes in shame. And this lady removed the baby hand. She removed it from the vajayjay while filming, and she removed the hands from the eyes while filming. For what though? And she says, Athena raised her shirt over her head. I doubt it. And you just left it there? Athena raised her shirt over her head. Oh, let me get a picture of her JJ since she lifted up her shirt. Was that what it was about? Oh, this will be a great opportunity. She raised up her shirt. Let's just go photograph it and send it out to the friends that supports him because they want to see it. Because they want to see it. Why would a group of, I don't know if men was in this group. I'm going to assume that it was full of women, but why would a group of women want to see a toddler's unclothed body? Why? And when the baby covered herself, was that, I mean, why move her hand? Why? She didn't want you looking at her for JJ, Crystal. Why would you move her hand? She said, no eyes, no eyes, no eyes. And then she tried to make it out of a game. Oh, no eyes, no eyes. Then she wanted to make it out of a game. That baby wasn't laughing. That baby was not smiling. I don't know how, but that baby knew that she did not want Crystal filming her unclothed body. Okay? I don't know if it's something that she's been taught in counseling or her mama or whoever, whatever. These kids come out smart as hell these days. Smart as hell. But she knew she did not want, and she even put her hand in front of the camera to try to like put her hand up because she didn't want, you know, she wanted Crystal to stop is what she wanted. And Crystal didn't stop. Oh, silly. Open your eyes. Open your eyes, silly. Open your eyes. I don't think she called her silly. I think she called her child. Or what did she call her? Open your eyes. What did she say? Where is it? Let me see. Hold on. Open your eyes. Open up your eyes. Hold on. Don't be covering up your eyes.
Yeah, I see you. I can see you. Closing your eyes on me. Don't close your eyes on me, kid.
Don't close your eyes on me, kid.
I see you.
Don't close your eyes on me, kid.
No eye? Oh, man. You're silly.
When she was saying, she was prying Athena's hand away from her face. You're silly. Athena. Athena was not smiling whatsoever.
I see you. I see your eyes. Look at you. Look at that baby.
When she said, look at that baby, she sat back and recorded her like the entire her. Look at that baby. Look at that baby.
Look at that baby.
She trying to, and Athena's trying to like knock the camera out of her hand or something, like move it away from her. And then Athena just froze and just started closing her eyes.
Yeah, I see you. I can see you. Closing your eyes on me. Don't close your eyes on me, kid. I see you.
Just disgusting. Anyway, oh Lord Jesus. Anyway, anybody want to come up for a minute or two and speak? I'm going to drop the link. For anybody that want to come up and share a few words, we're not going to be on here all night because y'all know I done been on live about 3 times today, Lord Jesus. But if anybody want to come up here and say a few things, you know, Justin is, you know, he's everything Cora has said he is. She probably ain't told everything. I'm just going to say that. She probably have not told everything. I can only imagine the hell this man put her through. I can just only imagine it. Everything that that Cora has said about this man is, I believe, is 100% true. I believe is true. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Amora, that's absolutely not true. I have a video even when she was there. She was there till November 6th. She went there October 28th, I believe. There's even a video because she was nonstop sending videos to people of baby A knocking on his bedroom door over and over, and her saying, "Daddy's not home, Daddy's at work." So for him to say he was in the other room is a lie.
And that he instructed her to take these photos.
Yeah, there's more than I don't know which ones everybody has seen. I probably the ones they've seen is the bathtub one and the toilet one. But there are numerous pictures and videos, numerous, a lot more than what whoever that Cindy was or whatever put out there. I didn't see what she put out there. I just hear people talking, but I know people that were in her chats that were part of her group. They were the ones that came to me and sent me everything. That's why I went to the police department and turned everything over, because I was sent them, and I, them being on my telephone, I had to go and report it. But yeah, there's way more videos, and this whole crap about his mother and her being friends, that's a lie. I have text messages proving back when I spoke to his mother over a year ago, her talking about Crystal and how she's friends with Justin and she's been so helpful. And I said, "Crystal," and I go, "Are you talking about that Zoe lady?" Because remember now, back then I was very new to all this stuff, like literally a week or two into it. And I said, "No, there are criminal records being plastered all over social media." She goes, "No, where did you see him?" I said, "I can't remember. I'll look around and see if I can find him." I eventually did hunt them down. I can't remember whose page, but I screenshotted them all, sent them to her, and she said, "Oh my God, I feel so stupid now." She told us that her boyfriend was a police officer, which is a lie. Her sister's husband's a police officer, and that she worked at the prison, which is a lie. Her cousin works at the prison. And she said, "I'm going to send these to Justin right now." So he can tell all the lies he wants to. I just seen this
So
clip.
Justin didn't know about the photos, or Justin did know about them before?
No. So back when I was speaking to his mother, she was at his house. Krista was at Justin's house. But she never told me. I didn't even know Krista was there until when all this news broke, when she had the big fallout with her friend, one of the friends in the group in December. Okay. That's when I found out about that she was there at the beginning of the year. And then she was there the end of October into November. Okay. The first time she went there is when I was speaking to his mom, and she said, "Oh, no, he met this girl online and she's been so helpful helping him with his case." She never said, "Oh, guess what? She's there at his house right now." Never told me that. I always wondered why Crystal came at me so hard. And then now I get it all. Obviously, I get it all. All the pieces of the puzzle are coming to me daily. But she was literally there when her mom sent those records to him. So I'm sure that pissed her off, right? All I know is him saying he was in the other room and instructed her to film those kids. That's a lie, because he was not home. She complained to these women he's not home. And when he comes home, he brings different girls every night, and shuts the door. And this is bull. And she was livid pissed that he was never home. And when he was bringing random women home every night, different women.
Mm.
And that is all said from people that were in, more than one person that was in those groups that she would go live with while he was gone, and she was there being the nanny. And she was taking pictures and videos. So it's all lies. Of course, everybody knows it's lies, but I have proof he's lying because I have those texts between me and his mother. So he better, don't worry. I forgot about those. I'll be sending those to the drop link for Cora's lawyer because he's not going to get away with these lies. I'm so sick and tired of his lies.
Is there a drop link? Because
Yeah, it's WeTransfer. It's called WeTransfer because that's where I've been transferring all my evidence.
okay, see, I didn't know that, but
Yeah.
Okay, I'll let you guys do it then because there's a lot of evidence that I just even, that can be dismantled that he put out there, but apparently there's a witness list that he compiled. So does he still have a WhatsApp group with a bunch of people that's here in America that's going to be testifying for him? I know I heard him say the girl in Brazil said that she would testify, but how can she even come over here?
Well, they can do Zoom. I will tell you this, and I'm not going to tell it. I'm not going to say it all on live because it's going to get around. But I did receive a phone call today, and there's a lot of shit coming down. Let me just put it out there. There's a lot of shit coming down, and these so-called little evil people that think they're going to win. It's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening. I mean, I'll talk to you privately more, but I'm not going to put it out there on live because I don't want to give them the heads up of what's going on. If you catch what I'm,
Yeah.
but yeah. So he can tell us lies about the FBI and all that, and just watch it all play out. That's what I have to say, y'all. Just watch it all play out because the truth is coming very, very soon.
Yeah, because this man is dangerous. I just
He is
don't like his what he did today, and Kim, how does he feel that it's okay for him to come out here and say all this disparaging things about her and her sister, but they supposed to shut the fuck up, right? And don't say anything about him. Like, how the hell does he think that that's supposed to happen?
Do you see the cockiness when he talks?
Absolutely.
That's all really a show. Okay. It's all really a show because plain out, he's a weasel. Okay. He is a weasel. It's all a show. He can get in front of the camera and act all cocky and like, throw all these people under the bus, Nancy and Cora and whoever else he wants to throw out there and act like he's so innocent. And he's just doing that to put a show on. Everything's a show to him. But I'm telling you, once he gets off that camera, that man is drinking himself and laying in his bed all day, like he did way back when I talked to him. Because he would say to me, yeah, I haven't gone live all week long. I should put on my Nigerian attire that I have and go live just to piss them off. Yeah.
So he's just vindictive.
Yes.
You just think of vindictive shit to do.
Yes.
To piss them off.
Yep.
He antagonizes them and then go around and want restraining orders put out on them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And accuse them of being the one that's doing all the bullshit to him.
Yes. I'm telling you, he's a piece of work. He's a piece of work.
He's definitely a piece of work. Oh, I can tell. He's definitely a piece of work.
Yeah. I just hopped back on real quick before I go to bed because I'm having surgery tomorrow. But I just wanted to hop on and just say, pardon me?
Good luck with your surgery.
Oh, thank you. I just wanted to hop on because I just seen little clips of it. I haven't even watched his live. I'm really trying to just take a step back right now for my own mental health and physical health right now. But when I see him lying like that, when I have solid proof they're lies, it pisses me off. He knows dang well that when she was there was only one time that he actually spent time with her in November. The day before she got on the airplane, he took her out and they had a drink. And there's a video up, guys. He's at a restaurant. You remember this exact day. I believe it was November 5th. He's at a restaurant and he holds up like a wine glass and and it's like a see-through liquid. And he goes, "It's just water, guys. It's just water." No, it wasn't. He took her out for drinks that night because he felt so bad that she had been stuck at the house babysitting the whole time. So for him to say that he was home and he was just in the other room, if you make that make sense,
Yeah,
Justin.
the baby screaming and crying and all that stuff or whatever.
Right. Make it make sense, Justin, that you were in the other room, but you told her to film if your child's having a tantrum. If I was working at home, I would tell my nanny, if they throw a tantrum, come and get me.
Right.
You don't say, "Oh, film them." And they weren't throwing tantrums in those videos.
Send it out to other people.
They were not throwing tantrums in those videos. So explain that one. They weren't throwing tantrums.
They were not. They were screaming.
No. The one where Baby J comes around the corner crying. Did you see that one?
I didn't see it, but I heard it.
That child was crying so hard.
Yeah.
She was crying so hard, like the that kind of cry. She come flying around that corner, and then she drops to the ground, and she's saying, "Get over there and sit down. Get over there and sit down." And no. Where was he? Where was he? He would have heard that. He would have seen that.
Right. He would have wanted to me, I would think, you know, the type of father that he said he is, you would think that he would have wanted to know what was going on. Like, what happened? What happened? You know, what did she just do? Like, what happened? Did something just happen? Did she bump her head? Did she fall? Like, why is she screaming like that? What happened?
Well, if you heard the cry as a mother, any mother, I did put the audio up of that a long time ago. That wasn't a normal cry, okay? That wasn't a normal cry. That wasn't a kid throwing a fit at all. That was a terrified child. That's what you heard. A child that was completely terrified.
Something is definitely not right. But I mean, Justin is just weird to me. You know, he comes out here, he makes these threats, but yet he turns around and accuses them of doing exactly what it is he's doing to them.
Yeah, everything he does, he flips it on the other person. And the same goes with Crystal. Okay. Crystal's then got herself in some hot water all by herself, which I'll tell you about. We'll talk privately. She done thought that she was going to come out a winner, and she just signed, sealed, and delivered her ass on a platter. Let me just put it that way.
Well, he said on his tape tonight, and I'm sure you heard him, that he doesn't trust her. She's not allowed around his house.
Oh, well, you know, that's so funny that he says that, because those two are still working together. She's got him down, listed as a witness for her with me in court. So don't tell me you don't talk to her, don't trust her anymore when you're her witness.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
Justin is her witness in your case.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, after she heard what he said about her today, I don't see how she can continue to communicate with him.
Oh, well, I'm sure that here's the thing. I could see him, because before the story was to say that they were related. I don't know if you ever heard the video that Crystal said that they're related.
No, I have not.
Yes, she did a video where she said that they're related, and there's nothing wrong with them, and the kids were related. They're not related. They aren't related. That was her story, which I'm sure they concocted together. Now he's going to backpedal and say she was my mom's friend and was visiting my mom and then offered to help. He bought her round trip ticket from Pennsylvania to California. There was no stop in Oregon. Is he stupid? Does he not think the FBI and the police can't check the plane tickets to prove she flew from Pennsylvania to LAX instead of Pennsylvania to Oregon to visit his mother because they're such good friends? And then she just offered to come to California to help me. Why didn't your mother, the grandmother of your children, come and help you? He really thinks that those lies are going to work.
Apparently.
Well, he forgets the first time she went there, He was gone so often and was bringing girls home so often that her friend had to buy her an emergency ticket because he bought her a round trip ticket, buy her an emergency ticket to get out of there even quicker because she was so pissed off at him.
What was she pissed off at him for?
Because he was never home, and when he did come home, he was just bringing girls home, and they'd go in the room and lock the door.
But what was that? I mean, if she's watching the kids and she's doing that voluntarily, what is that? I'm just saying, why would she care?
You tell me. I mean, I don't think her intentions were to go there and be a nanny. I think she was hoping for something else, and personally, in my opinion, and it didn't pan out when he saw her. Yeah.
Wow.
But she nonstop was live streaming those children to these women in her WhatsApp group. So for him to say he was in the other room, that's all lies. He was never home. He took full advantage. Matter of fact, do you remember? I'm sure a lot of people on here remember he was walking down the street. Guys, there's so many videos to prove her time there. He was never home. Walking down the street. He said he just signed a deal, but he wasn't going to tell anybody about it. Blah, blah, blah. And then he went over to a Halloween store and was looking at costumes. Yeah, she was home watching the girls while he was doing all that. So how was he home in the other room?
He just signed a deal doing what?
I said, how was he in the other room? If he had just walked out of this office building uptown, and he said he had some a new deal coming. He wasn't going to announce what it was. You know, I think it was when he was signing up for that Copperfit. Okay. That came out later because no other deal came out after that. But then he walked over to a Halloween store and he was looking at costumes. Which one do you think June would like? Which one do you think Athena would like? This was broad daylight. And then he said he had to get to other jobs. So you tell me how he was in the other room when there's video proof of him walking the streets of Los Angeles while she was there babysitting.
But you know, his supporters don't even care if he lied. They know he lied and don't care, huh?
I know.
Let me ask you something, Kim. When you was on that side and when he would lie out to the public, did it bother you?
Well,
when you knew he was lying.
When I dealt with him, he didn't go online. He was in a depression. He was drinking all the time. He wasn't even working. So he didn't go online. So how could I?
So this online thing is new?
Beat online all the time? Yeah. Okay. Back then, he would go online like once or twice. He went on one time, texted me and said, yeah, I went online for about 30 minutes just to make an appearance. But yeah, he wasn't online like he is now, and he wasn't surely saying this kind of stuff.
Do you think the other people that was down for him, you think they are okay with what he's doing?
Well, they must be because they're still standing by him. But apparently a lot of people are starting to turn on him. I mean, I'm just going by that message. But personally, I mean, I literally talked to Crystal's son today and I said, listen, I'm going to read you something, but I'm not going to tell you who wrote it or anything. And I read him that Cindy Pete's comment that she posted with those pictures. And he goes, when did my mom post that? That's exactly what he said to me. Well, he didn't say mom. He said, Crystal, when did Crystal post that? And I started laughing. I said, thank you. I just want to make sure it wasn't just me reading into something, but it sure looks like the way she writes, huh? And then I told him the story behind it. And he goes, yep. She's probably the one that sent those videos to that Sweet Peach, who's also listed in the court papers. Oh, and let me also say she's going after keeping it real. Yeah.
Whoever that is, I don't know. But why would she do that? Does that make sense now? Why would she release those that video in Quora's live?
Just to stir up commotion right now, to deflect things all over the place. Without, see, she doesn't think rationally. This is what you don't get. She doesn't think rationally. But things are backfiring in her face, and she's gonna find out. She's gonna find out real soon. It's all backfiring.
That's weird to me that she would do that. That's weird.
Girl, if apparently you've never heard the interview I did with her son. It's not weird when it comes to her. It's not weird.
So, okay.
So I will send my text. I forgot to send those, the text messages between me and his mom. I'll send those over, and we'll just go ahead and debunk that lie he's telling right now. Because
that's crazy. Now, do you know? Well, you probably can't tell. We'll talk about it later because I was gonna. Never mind. I don't want to get too involved with the legal procedures of it, but I just hope that now that we know that he has a witness list, that she gets one too, because I'm sure it's a lot of people that's been following this story for a while would be willing to be a witness as to all the harassment and stuff coming from him and his supporters, because it shouldn't be unfairly where he has all these witnesses saying all this shit on Cora and nobody's there to witness all the things that he's done and all of these women that's in this group have done. They stalked her. I mean, there's people have sent me photos and screenshots of people saying, "Oh, she's in Atlanta, she's at the Hilton, she's here, she's there, she's here." All of that shit. They stalked her.
Absolutely. I was part of a group. Remember, I was part of a group. It did nothing. Night and day, my phone ding, ding, ding. And I would be working all day. But when I came home and I would get on there were so many messages because they had been texting all day that I never really read in. I just jumped in at that moment that I would get on there. And it was nonstop. It was nonstop. Here, get a hold of this person, call this, do that, do this, do that. And that was the goal. And that was just one chat. Okay. Can you imagine how many other groups are? That wasn't even a WhatsApp group. That was a messenger that I was pulled into.
Right.
I wasn't asked to join. I just woke up one day and was in a group that Mary Smith had made. And then I left that group, and then boom, I was pulled into another one, and I got on there, and I have it all. They could go around and show little bits and pieces of what Kim said. I have all of it from the beginning to the end. The second group was started by Marzina Walsh, and I got in there and I said, "What is this?" Because I woke up to being in another group. Oh, there was a mole in the other one. We're sure there was a mole in the other one. So I started a new group.
I just, okay. She said, remember Kim had a PI on Cora before she left JD's side.
What did I do?
Kiva said, remember Kim had a PI on Cora before she left JD's side.
I did.
Justin looked dirty. I guarantee he used Cora to pick up women. He showed her social media videos and wild card. That's what she said. Anyway, this is crazy. I've been on live all day. Oh my goodness. We leave tomorrow to family reunion. I'll still be tuned in and going live. So I mean, but I just hope that she gets her witness list together to go to court.
If he has one, then her lawyer will get it because he has to submit that, Well, they have to see any evidence and any witnesses. They have to list. They have to see all that before it's ever accepted in the court. So,
right, but I just hope that she has a witness list as well, because he has done a lot of stuff, even as of today, coming out with all these threats and all these defamations, and he just think that he could just say and do whatever he wants to do, and they supposed to just be quiet. And I just don't understand how he think that's even possible. How does he think that's possible? How does he think that it's okay for him to just say whatever, right? Him say whatever he wants, and you better be quiet or you're going to lose your children. And that right there needs to be reported. He can threaten her with losing of the children over every little thing that she says, while he can say whatever he wants to say. Call them scammers, call them wicked, call them evil, call them all these names, but yet they supposed to be quiet. Unacceptable.
Exactly. And the thing is not only does he have his little private groups doing his dirty work, but then he comes online and plays the victim and says all the things that he says, right? they're attacking me, they're ruining my business, this, that, and calling Nancy horrible things and Chetta horrible things and Cora horrible things. But yet it's like all of his followers. They go around, oh, Kim's the biggest bully on social media, blah, 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 blah. Hell, they're still talking about me. And I deactivated my page last week. I only brought it back out yesterday to address them bullying my handicapped daughter. And then I deactivated it again because I'm sick of their bullshit. Well, the thing is, they want to write these stories of how we're bullies. For what? For standing up against them when they say something and saying that's absolutely not true, and I'll prove it. That makes me a bully for proving that they are doing or saying something. It makes me a bully.
Or make Nancy a bully for coming out and saying exactly what was told.
Exactly. How is it that when you have proof or whatnot, or you're even telling your side of the story without proof, because there's a lot of people that have just told their side of the story with no proof, right? How does that make you a bully if it's your story? Okay.
Right.
How? It's like when Crystal did the PFA on her son. The first thing the judge said is, was it your story? And he said, absolutely, it's my story. And he said, there's nothing illegal about that. You're allowed to voice your opinion. You're allowed to tell your story and how you perceived it, okay? Plain and simple. It's not illegal to do that. They call it bullying when you tell your side of the story or you show your proof. But then they can post your family's pictures or tell people to go after your job or this or that. And that's okay. Do you see what I mean? It's the same mentality following him because he's doing exactly the same thing. He does all these things and it's okay in his mind. But if you do the same thing or not even close to it, then you're a bully. You're trying to destroy him. Do you see? This is the mentality that him and his followers have. And it makes absolutely no sense.
None whatsoever. None whatsoever.
It's okay. It's okay because you know what? It's all going to come to an end. And when it is, I that's when I'm going to pop out the popcorn and everything else and celebrate.
Well, I guess we just gonna have to see.
It's crazy out here on social media streets for sure.
Crazy. It is crazy, but we're not giving up no hope whatsoever. Everything's gonna work out. His receipts are frivolous.
Yeah.
Frivolous as hell. And I'm just curious as to what this witness thing says. So I'm definitely gonna be just.
Well, let's see. We've heard Lucia Corey. I'm gonna get on the next plane and be your witness. The person that used to be a Cora follower, and then now she supports Justin, who tells lies on people nonstop and always says she has the receipts but can never prove them. Okay, that's a good witness. I can already imagine his witness list. I bet you I can name everybody on that witness list without ever even seeing it. The people that he's going to call as witnesses, what are they going to do? Oh, I was on social media and I seen it happening. All they have to do is look at his videos. Look at his videos. Cora doesn't need a witness. All she got to do is put his videos out there. He pretty much just puts his own ass on a platter. You know what I mean?
Right, he really does. He really did today. I don't know what he thought he was doing today. Look,
as far as I'm concerned, I think that that Crystal has a lot of shit on him, and they've been protecting each other back and forth. But look, it's getting closer to court date. I think those two talked. He probably said, look, I'm going to go on there and act like, oh, I'll never allow her at my house again. But I don't mean it. I'm just going to put it out there because my court's coming up and I got to look good. And she's like, okay. I can
somebody named Dear Journey? They said they want to talk to you.
I have no idea who that is.
Do you know Kim, Dear Journey? I'm just asking, do you know her?
I mean, people's names on YouTube are different than on
it's true.
Facebook.
Do you want to talk to her?
Oh, I don't care.
All right, I'm dropping the link.
I don't have anything to hide,
Justin and Crystal. Somebody said Justin and Crystal need to be locked up. They are social media witnesses. A bunch of clowns.
Oh my.
He's wearing this shirt she brought him. And who brought him? Who brought him that shirt?
Crystal bought that shirt for him.
No, number one dad.
No, the blue one he's wearing in this video. She bought him that and a pair of matching shorts. And then she also
she bought him clothes.
Oh yeah, and then she also sent him a package of
she bought him clothes.
Yeah, she bought, I'm sure she bought him that outfit, which was that blue shirt and blue shorts. Yeah, she sure did.
All right, I dropped the link. Hold on.
They disappeared, huh?
I don't know. Are you coming up, dear Journey? Are you coming? She said the blue one is from Crystal for Christmas. I said he was only saying that for social media. That lady probably still visiting him. Only a girlfriend would buy man clothes. That's what I'm thinking. Natalie or Natalia.
Somebody texted me and said he said that she was there in July. Did he say that on that video?
He said July, then he said September, or he said September, then July.
No, that's all lies.
He says, I can't get in StreamYard. Why you can't get in
lies.
StreamYard?
That's all lies. She was there in February, and she was there October 28th through November 6th. February, she left early, and she had one of the girls from her group buy her ticket to get out of there. So that's not true.
I don't understand why she said she can't get in StreamYard. StreamYard will definitely let you in.
Yeah.
StreamYard is definitely will let you in. You may have to use Google or Chrome.
Yeah. I use Safari. It gives me two options. I can use Chrome or Safari. I just hit Safari.
Oh, you do use Safari too? I didn't know you
Yeah, it
used
usually
Safari.
just pops up on your screen. You got to pick one or the other. And then once you click Safari or Chrome or whatever comes up, I click Safari, and then it just opens up and you test your mic and turn off your camera.
Yeah, you don't have to cam up, dear Journey. Just hit the link. Are you still coming or no? Let me know. Let me know. Like I said, she was his sugar nanny. She was the sugar nanny.
You know what?
Is that Crystal's mugshot? Yes. What did Crystal go to jail for again, Kim?
For breaking. She was on probation for stalking, harassment, lewd, and she continually broke it. And so she had to serve her probation time in prison. She's been in there a couple times for that.
She actually did time.
She's been in prison a couple times.
I mean, but did time, but you know, sometimes you could just get locked up, but she actually did time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. How long did she do?
Cambridge Springs Women's Prison. She did, I believe it was, I want to say it was a year, but it could have been 2 years. And then she did Center County. She did the Center County. And then there was another one. I can't remember what prison that was, but oh yeah, she's been locked up, and it was always from breaking her probation, because I just talked to an officer the other day, and he said it's true. She's not a felon. She was the highest class misdemeanor for breaking her probation. So they don't list it as felonies in the state of Pennsylvania. And here's the thing. Okay. She's talking about going to the gun range last weekend, and she has a PFA. She was to turn over all weapons. Okay. When you have a PFA, they pick your weapons up. You're not allowed to have them.
Did they
Pardon me?
Did they
Yeah,
kick her?
yeah, you're not allowed to have guns in your home when you have a PFA. So, she was on live saying she was going to the hunting or going to the range, the shooting range. And I was talking to this officer, and he says, well, the PFA was delivered by Lansdale, in Lansdale, PA, some investigative group that Cora's attorney had served her. Okay. In the state of Pennsylvania, they have to turn that over to the Pennsylvania courts, and the sheriff has to order her the PFA. So the PFA is no good in the state of Pennsylvania right now. It's only good in California. So I did email her and say, get your attorneys to send that to the PA courts immediately, because she's just going to walk around doing whatever the hell she wants. Do you see what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Who is Dear Journey? Since y'all want to know so bad, I came over here doing RHBBBS, and since her content has changed, I've been a #1 fan in the bushes. Now go on and leave me be.
What?
She want to ask, they want to know who she was, and she telling them who she is. She said, since y'all want to know so bad. They asked me, did I know who she was? And I said, no. But why you can't hit the link, Dear Journey? Why can't you hit the link? What is it that you want to ask him? Let me know. And I mean, put it in the chat if you can't come up. She said, I got you crying. I don't know what she want to ask you, but everything's just been so interesting. There's just so many moving pieces to this puzzle. But I just, you know, did you hear him today say, I don't want to raise her by myself, but I'll do it if I have to. Like, I thought that's what he was going to court for, to take the kids. See, I think he's doing it to shut her up, try to scare her. I think this man know he can't take the kids, and he's doing it all to like just scare her.
Well,
Justin knows he can't get these kids, and I honestly believe that he's just saying shit to scare her. He literally said, I don't want to have to raise these kids by myself, and he don't.
Because
no narcissists really want their kids. They just tell everybody else they do. But they really
he
don't.
wants everybody. He wants everybody that's following him and in his groups to believe, you know,
that he wants the kids.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the thing,
and they cry and act like, oh, you keeping the kids from me, knowing that when you have the opportunity to get the kids, you don't want the damn children.
Right. He wants his ego strokes. He's the dad of the year, you know.
I love my kids. I love my kids. I love my kids. Why are you doing this to me? I love my kids. Like, dude, if you loved your children, you wouldn't be trying to disappoint their mom every chance you get. You just wouldn't do it. You love your children, you wouldn't be trying to take them away from their mom.
If you loved your children, you wouldn't leave them alone with a stranger off the internet.
And you definitely wouldn't discount a whole video of a strange-ass woman showing your children's vajayjay and making them cry until their eyes so puffy.
Right. You know, now you got these people going around saying, oh, he didn't see those videos, the ones that were dropped. He didn't see those.
I've heard
that. So this is why he's come out.
If he had known about that video, he would have done differently. What he would have done differently.
And this is exactly why he's coming on now and saying what he's saying. Oh, I would never have her in this house. Baba sharing videos. Baba. You've known about him since, oh, come on now. In November, when all the shit came down between her and her group, okay? Because they found out she was lying. They emailed Justin. 2 of them emailed Justin and warned him and said everything about the videos and everything. And guess what? He blocked them.
Oh, wow. Really?
So he can't play stupid that he didn't know any of this. These were women that were donating money to him every month to help him, and he blocked them. I mean, this is there's so much more to this story that hasn't been told. You know what I mean? There's just so much more.
I believe it. But we got to do one thing at a time, though. And so in 2 days, It's the mediation for him and her. And I honestly believe that he's doing that just so he can get her in there, and they're going to do some type of mediation, and he's going to tell her, you know, he's going to try to tell the mediator that because she's in all these violations, she needs to shut up and don't mention his name, or he's going to do this, that, and a third. He don't want Cora mentioning his name, which Cora, I don't even think wants to mention his name, right? She doesn't care to talk about her past relationships. She just wants to move the hell on. This man stalks her and talks about her just to get people riled up.
He goes and goes.
He's not talking about Cora. He don't have shit to offer social media whatsoever. No one gives a fuck about what he got to say about his business. No one cares. He's boring as hell. When he's not sitting up here calling them evil, spiteful, and all this other shit, no one tunes into him.
I know. Think about this. He mentally abused her for years. Okay. He had full control. He had full control over her mental well-being. And he sees how strong she is now. Okay. She's done with the bull. She just wants to move on with her life. You know, when they first separated, she was depressed. It was clearly obvious she was depressed. You know, she moved on. She's gotten over it. She's went through the stages. You know, it's almost like a grief process. You grieve what you had. You grieve, you know, she went through the process. Now she's just doing her own thing. And he doesn't like that because he's not controlling her mind anymore. So what he's doing is he comes on and he's making all these subliminal threats, right? Take your kids, take your kids, take your kids, and trying to get her to become submissive again. And you know, she didn't sit online talking about him all the time. It would take her 2 months of him just trashing her before she might respond.
I heard that.
And then she would respond.
And for her, he even tormented her about not responding. She's only keeping quiet because she doesn't want the truth out there. She's not responding because she don't want the truth being told. Like, he tortured her for not even saying shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, he convinced so many people that I lied about this, that, and that. And it's funny because over this last 4 months of his tantrums he's been throwing online, he has pretty much proven that what I've said is true. Pretty much. He's proven almost everything I've said is true because he can't keep his mouth shut. He's digging his own grave. And I don't mean that in an unalive kind of way. You know, it's just a figure of speech.
I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, I mean, that's why I'm to the point I'm like, I just got to back away from this because I've said my piece, you know, I've sent my evidence. If they want me in court, I'll be there. If not, okay, that's fine too. I've done everything I can. This man is cuckoo. And until the courts shut him down, he will not stop. I can assure you of that. He will not stop until the courts shut him down.
That's what I'm sitting a bit thinking.
Do you remember
the judge is going to have to say you cannot bring this before the court again, and it's because of the numerous of times he's done this. Because every single time Cora pissed him off, he's going to have her in court with an ex parte.
And let's put let's get all the little clips of him talking all the shit. Let's get all the texts I have of him talking shit of the CPS and the courts and the lawyers and how they're all piece of shits and they're favoring Cora because, you know, she's got people working in the system for LA Mom and this and that and that. How's the judge going to feel seeing all that where he's talking shit about them, about all of them?
Justin is a racist.
Yeah. But do you see what I mean? Like, you think you're going to walk into court and win.
To make you think that?
Yeah. You're going to walk into court and you're going to win with the judges that you say are piece of shits. With the lawyers you say are piece of shits. You know what I mean? You're going to win? Come on now. You know, they're failing him. They're failing him because he's a man. Oh, and let's not forget that he puts because I'm a white man. That has nothing. That's so stupid. First and foremost, what in the world is he saying because I'm a white man? The courts did me dirty. White men are privileged in the United States. Okay? They're privileged. What the hell is he talking about because he's a white man?
Who does he think did him dirty?
He's saying the system failed him because he's a man.
But
And
I thought
because
he's telling all his fans that he won everything.
yeah. And because he's white. When he says that, I think to myself, that is the stupidest thing I ever heard.
What, that he
Stupidest
won
thing I
everything?
ever heard.
Yeah, because he tells everybody, I won everything. I won.
Oh, I know. But he says one thing and then it doesn't take long. He'll say something else. He did that to me. That's why I figured him out as quick as I did. None of his stories ever make sense. And anyone that's intelligent can figure that out.
Yeah, his stories definitely don't make sense whatsoever. He contradicts himself a lot.
All the time. All the time.
A lot.
Yep.
He wants people to believe, I don't know, that he's innocent and everything that comes out of his mouth is true, and it's just not.
Did you guys listen? I just have to bring this up because I just thought about it. Did you see the live the other day when he was talking about raising kids? Okay. And he was going
through something about the green card.
Did you see him looking down on his desk? Because he had everything freaking written down. He would act like he was looking up at the ceiling. Then he'd look down and
yeah,
talking. I'm like, oh, he Googled it. He Googled it. So guess what? I typed it in Google, and guess what came up? Everything that he talked about.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, it was the 10 top things to raise your kids, you know.
And the things that he said, so the things that he actually said he do for his kids, he read it from offline. Oh my
Online
God.
Google. Google it. Google it. It'll tell you the 10 top things you should do for your children so that they grow up to be productive and all that. Every single one of them he talked about until he was going to try to put Frida on. He stopped at I think number 3 or 4, and then he was going to put Frida on. I got off after that. I don't know if he finished with the rest of the steps, but I'm sitting there reading him on Google as he's talking, cracking up, going, "Oh, he Googled it again," because he Googles everything. He'll act like his eyes are wandering around, but then he'll focus like you could tell he's reading something. It cracks me up. He Googles everything. Matter of fact, you know, I'm having surgery on my spine because I have issues with my back. Okay. He says to me, this is a chiropractor, guys. Remember, he's the top chiropractor. Remember? He says to me, well, let me give you some exercises. I said, oh, okay. He says it'll help. Do you know what he did? He spent an hour Googling and looking on YouTube. And then he sent me videos and said, I just found these videos. This looks like it would really help you. Try it. No.
Yeah, I actually heard him tell somebody that called in. He was like, yeah, go to Google and look up this, that, and the other. He telling them to look up somebody else's channel. I was like, well, damn, Justin.
Right. Like, why are you on here bashing your wife? Why are you, or your ex-wife? Why in the world aren't you creating a YouTube channel and putting this kind of content out there? Wouldn't that be more productive for you instead of coming online and whining like a little baby? You know?
Cora got him crazy, baby. Cora got him crazy. Cora got him crazy.
Yep.
Cora got him crazy, honey. He don't want to admit it, but boy, he is gone. He is gone. I'm talking about just his. Ooh, he cannot leave this woman alone. He cannot stop thinking about her money, thinking about her success, thinking about not having control over her no more. He just cannot stop thinking about it. He is gone.
I know. It's crazy.
And listen, somebody said today, which I don't know if you know anything about this, but somebody said Summer was at home and looked down at her phone, and Justin called and she said something about, you calling me again and I'm all the way across the thing and you calling me. Now, I don't know if they knew it was him 100% because I don't think they answered me, but I'm just wondering, like, because I would say that he probably let Cora go and he wasn't stunting her. But do you think he's still hounding and harassing? Not Cora. I'm sorry, Summer.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Did he ever mention Summer to you guys?
No, because he didn't know Summer when I literally only talked to him for
Okay.
I think 7 or 8 weeks. By week 4, I knew he was lying, so I just kind of let him keep lying and lying, and I was just, writing stuff down and letting him just kind of. And then one day I can't even remember. It's all in text, but he said something and it didn't make sense to me, and I just decided, you know what, enough's enough. I'm calling him out. So I did. I called him out on everything. I said, you told me this, and did you follow through with this? You told me this. Did you follow through with this? And I just kept slamming him. Well, got him all flustered. And then he got pissed off finally and said, I don't trust you anymore. And if I lose my kids, it's your fault. And I'm like, how do you figure? And then he says, don't ever text me again. I ran a background check on you. You're a criminal. And I was like, okay. So I never text him again. And then I guess it was 5 minutes later, Meg got the same text. Saying, I ran a criminal background on you. You're a criminal. Don't ever text me again. And I was like, no problem, buddy. I pretty much said what I had to say to you, that you're a liar. You're a weasel. I told him that. I did.
Right. Yeah. Some Aquarius said he wants to control and make her life a living hell, especially since she got kids with him. His family don't even like his kids. They play off on videos, and the girls felt uncomfortable. Damn.
When his mother came, not this last time, but like she came, and I'm sure people remember this. They were going to make cookies, and they went in the living room, and she put down a tray, and she had a bowl, and she was like mixing the batter up. And in his mind, he thought, oh, I'm going to put this up and make it look like, a grandma moment, making cookies with my daughters. The way she didn't even interact with those children. She literally was like, made the cookie dough herself. And June's just kind of sitting there, and he kept reaching and eating the raw dough. And then June wanted some, and he was like, no, you can't have that. And telling her to look the other way, and he'd put more in his mouth, and it was the weirdest video. And then I think it was just the bowl at first. Then she went and got the tray, and she comes and she's scooping them onto the tray. And June's like, trying to interact with her. And there was not a grandmotherly love bond, nothing. It freaked me out a little bit watching that. I was like, how could you, first and foremost, children are just cute to me. They're all just adorable. I see a kid and I'm like, how could you, your own grandchildren, and you have no love? None? Okay. I mean, I know people saw that video. I know, I can't see the comments, but they're probably all up in there. They remember that video because
he still have it on his page.
I don't know. I don't even go to his page anymore. I can't stand hear his voice. I don't want to see his face. It just triggers me. It reminds me of all the shit he told me. You know what I mean? It just, look, this whole thing has brought so much havoc into my life that there's times I wish I would have never stumbled upon any of it. But yeah, I know he's deleted a bunch of shit, just like she did. When all this came out, she deleted so much content. There's almost 9 months missing out of Crystal's page. But they think they can hide this stuff. And like I said, it's like a fingerprint. You can't hide this stuff. It doesn't matter.
Journey came up, but she dropped back down. Journey, you had came up, but you dropped back down. She said, I'm praying hard for Cora and the girls. This man not there mentally. Hurt mom, then the kids. Yeah, I understand. I think we all praying for that. But listen, we've been on quite a bit. Journey, you coming back up? She came up, then she dropped back down. Or did I put her on the stage? Oh no, she dropped back down. Journey, what happened? I noticed the family cold behavior from the get-go, the coldness during Christmas season. Ooh, I would love to see that. She said, what about when he said his mom was around for baby A's birthday? She replied and said, nope, she's there to help him put his furniture together.
Yep.
She actually said that?
Yep.
Oh, shit. So wait a minute. So he says, oh, she's here for the birthday. And she says, no, I'm here for the baby to put the furniture together. Damn.
Helping him put that dining room table together.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow.
Well,
Okay.
did you ever notice at Christmas time too? The videos at Christmas time, the gifts that June and Athena got, they come from the dollar store, man. Like, wow.
I mean, I don't think anything wrong with that because I mean they're just
It
kids.
is when there's other grandkids there that got better things.
Well, yeah, but they think she's
You got to get the same for everybody, plain and simple. You know what I mean? You don't. I don't know. I guess I'm weird. All I know is if I got a one ice cream in my freezer and there's 3 kids, nobody's getting ice cream. You know what I mean? Not until I got enough for everybody.
okay.
You can't favor. You can't favor. Plain and simple. You just don't favor.
Somebody said he's trying to get he wants to try to get her in there on the 20th and settle on something with him. You know, try to scare her or whatever and get her in mediation and try to get her to settle. But anyway, we'll talk about that tomorrow. I want to read a couple more of these texts someone sent to me and get through this. So let's go ahead. I hope you have a successful surgery tomorrow, Kim. Hang in there, you know, and do what you can do for Corey if you can.
Yep, sure will.
More, it was cruel. But all right.
I just had to hop on because I heard him. I just heard a little clip of him saying what he said, and I was like, "Oh, hell to the no! I can prove otherwise. She is not your mother's friend. Your mother only knew about her through you. Hey, liar, liar, liar."
Okay.
Anyway.
Well, I see. All right, Kim. We'll talk.
All right. Talk to you later.
Okay. Talk to you later. Okay. All right, you guys. Listen, I've been live 3 times, and I got to get on the road tomorrow. I'm going to a family reunion I'm not going to tell you. I'll tell you when I come back. But we're going to a family reunion tomorrow, and I will be still going live. So I don't think I'll be live tomorrow morning or in the no time. Well, I may not even come live tomorrow. We just have to see how I feel because we have an 8-hour drive, 8 hours. So we'll see how I feel tomorrow. If something really, really pop off, your girl going live. But if everything is calm and copacetic, I may not go live tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see. Let me see. Well, you know what? I probably will go live tomorrow because I just thought about it. We'll get there around noon because of the time we're leaving. So we're getting there around noon. So you know what? I'll probably be rest up. And it's my husband's family. So I'm sure I'm going to want to go off and hide somewhere and go live. Okay. Let me stop. Anyway. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up button. But let me give a big, huge thanks to those that sent me a coffee. You guys have sent me coffees, and I do appreciate it. Okay, so Amaka, I don't know if I said thank you to you earlier, but thank you so very much for the coffee. Sandy, thank you so much for the coffee. And Melinda, thank you so much for the coffee. I appreciate that. Let me give you guys shout outs for super chat and super stickers. Thank you so much. Member of 8 months. Hey, Jay, girl. Hey, girl. She said he definitely trying to intimidate them both. Exactly. Definitely trying to use intimidating tactics or whatever, trying to intimidate them. Candy girl, she said, if you are loving this live, support Amora by sending a super sticker, super chat, or send a coffee. Thank you, Candy. That's one of my moderators, girl. Thank you, baby. Love you. Sonia, thank you so much, girl, for the super sticker. I appreciate you, love. Patricia, thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate you, love. Sharon, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you, love. Candy girl, she said this pics and video, the so-called FBI scene wasn't the disturbing ones. They showed the ones with them in the tub, not the ones with her zooming in on her private area. They deceived CPS and FBI. Which is a shame. Thank you, Candy Girl. I appreciate that. I hope she show it to the judge, though. Rolanda, thank you. She said JD is going down. Clown. Okay, girl. It's on my nerve. Thank you, Rolanda. Octavia, thank you, sweetheart. I appreciate you. Thank you again, Octavia. And Octavia, thank you again. Octavia, I appreciate you, love. I appreciate you guys for being so generous, for even coming here and listening to me for the third time today. I've been on live 3 times. 3 times, okay? 3 times. Make sure you go back and watch the other 2 videos that I posted on here. She said it's 4 a.m. in the morning. I'm off the bed. Bye, Naomi. Naomi just stayed up till 4 a.m., girl. I'm so sorry for keeping you up so late. Well, listen, tomorrow I will be on, let me see what time it's going to be, because I think East Coast time, but let me just see, because I actually don't know. Let me see. Time. They are, also it's the same time as this one. Okay. So it's the same time. They're on Central just like we are. So I guess I'm not going East Coast. I'll be on the same time. All right, you guys. She said, Naomi, are you in Cali? I think, Naomi, you in the UK or somewhere like that. I don't think she's in the United States. She said, have a good night, Amora. Thank you, Ebony. Have a good night. Love you guys. Make sure y'all please hit that thumbs up button. She said, Kim, do you know anything about Deronda? I don't know if Kim is still in the chat, but Kim Veron said, do you know anything about Deronda? Love you, Jay. Good night. Thank you for the safe travel wishes. She said, I'm glad he tried to intimidate tactics because that will remind Corey not to ease up on him. I hope so, Primrose. Ooh, Lord, I hope she don't get in that mediation in 2 days and feed into give him any of his shit. Give him anything. I wouldn't give him nothing. Take me to court. Take me to court because I'm sick of you. She needs to make sure, don't stop at mediation, because mediation is not going to allow the judge to say this is thrown out with prejudice. She needs to go before the judge. I wouldn't agree with anything that he wants to agree on in mediation. I would go before the judge and I would say, you know what? This man has been doing this for the last 2 years and I'm sick of it. She needs to go before the judge. And I'm so glad she has a lawyer. Oh, thank you, Jesus, she has a lawyer. But anyway, she said, this coffee must be good. I'm going to send you and myself a coffee. Thank you, Pretty Green Eyes. I love me some coffee, girl. Coffee and Coca-Cola. She said, Deronda has a restraining order against Crystal for harassment. I don't know who Deronda is. I'm not sure. She said, Deronda is a crystal meth. Deronda is a crystal meth? Was that word? We'll catch up with all 3 things and more. Yes, catch up with all 3 lives. Thank you, guys. We're leaving in the morning, so I will talk to y'all later. Love y'all. Bye.